Meet the bee vet, now making hive calls, the headline from a New York Times article written by Emily Andes, accompanied by photographs and video captured by Will Crooks. The article explains that veterinarians are gingerly embracing the honeybee, a creature that the article describes as a vital pollinator for agriculture but also notes as one that is facing increasing danger. It notes that veterinarians are beginning to embrace honeybees, indicating a cautious interest in the health of these insects. The piece mentions that at the University of Georgia's Veterinary Teaching Hospital, students learn to minister to a menagerie that includes dogs suffering from dermatitis and horses dealing with colic, among other conditions. The training environment includes dogs and horses, providing students with hands-on experience with these animals. While the article does not detail every aspect of the curriculum, it shows that students work with dogs and horses, illustrating the practical component of their training. Emily Andes reports that the veterinarian's approach to honeybees is still tentative and cautious, reflecting the careful manner in which they are beginning to engage with this species. The article includes visual documentation by Will Crooks, showing both the clinical setting and the bees themselves, and the photographs and video show the clinical setting and the bees. The article also reiterates that the honeybee is described as a vital pollinator for agriculture. It again points out that the honeybee faces increasing danger. It further notes that veterinarians are gingerly embracing the honeybee. It emphasizes that the University of Georgia's Veterinary Teaching Hospital provides training involving dogs with dermatitis and horses with colic. It mentions that the training environment includes dogs and horses. It states that while the article does not detail every aspect of the curriculum, it shows students working with dogs and horses. It conveys that Emily Andes reports the veterinarian's approach to honeybees remains tentative and cautious. It confirms that the article includes visual documentation by Will Crooks depicting the clinical setting and the bees. It observes that the photographs and video display the clinical setting and the bees. The report also highlights that the honeybee's role as a pollinator is vital for agriculture. It notes once more that the insect is in increasing danger. It adds that veterinarians are showing cautious interest in honeybees. It reiterates that the University of Georgia's Veterinary Teaching Hospital teaches students to care for dogs with dermatitis and horses with colic. It points out that the training setting includes dogs and horses. It mentions that the article does not go into every detail of the curriculum, but it does show students interacting with dogs and horses. It indicates that Emily Andes describes the veterinarian's handling of honeybees as still tentative and careful. It affirms that the piece contains visual material by Will Crooks that depicts the clinical setting and the bees. It notes that the images and footage present the clinical setting and the bees. Thanks for listening.